Well, hello there. And thank you for clicking the play button on this little video. I am a computer animated character. You may have seen me in the past videos, where I portrayed the left amygdala of Bill Schmalfeld's brain. That's one of the two parts of the brain that process emotional response, and part of the basal ganglia, which is the part of the brain where Parkinson's disease originates.
We're not going to play the blame game, are we, Amy?
Good God. No, Basil, we are not blaming anyone for the fact that Mr. Schmalfeld has Parkinson's disease.
I'm very happy to hear that. Because if you go blaming me for the fact that the substantia nigra stopped producing dopamine, then you will force me to go grab somebody, drag him up here, and have him explain to your viewers just why he stopped making the lube oil that makes Mr. Schmalfeld move smoothly.
Get a grip, Basil. Subby has no more idea of why he stopped producing dopamine than you do or than I do.
Well, Amy, just stick to the science then. Okay?
I've said it before and I'll say it again. That basal ganglia is a supreme asshole, but he is correct. Mr. Schmalfeld has Parkinson's disease. He's had it for about 15 years. Back in 2011, he wrote a book about it, and now that book is available as an audiobook. For this part of the presentation, I will turn things over to the thinking part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex. PF?
Thank you, Amy. Yes, I am the prefrontal cortex of Mr. Schmalfeld's brain. I do most of the thinking around here, while the more primitive functions of the brain are handled by the basal ganglia, the cerebellum, and the brain stem. It was my job, as Mr. Schmalfeld wrote his book, Put On Your Parky Face, to think of what he wanted to write. Other parts of the brain sent the orders to his fingers to type the words I thought of. But most of the credit goes to me.
I am on the verge of slapping you sillier than you already are.
Oh, hi, sorry. Have you been listening long?
Every word, knucklehead.
Well, you are the cerebrum. Hard to get anything past you. I had that coming.
You need to remember something, smart boy. You are just a part of my organization. As the cerebrum, you are all working together as part of me, to manage this big lumbering oaf we call Mr. Schmalfeld. Your job, as prefrontal cortex, is to handle the planning, emotion and judgment. Speaking is coordinated between Broca's area, with anticipation and verbs, Wernicke's area further back in the brain handles the object naming, and the primary motor cortex takes care of the initiation of voluntary movement. And we are all affected by Mr. Schmalfeld having Parkinson's disease.
You don't have to yell.
I mean, look at you. Since the substantia nigra ran out of dopamine, you've been shrinking. You've been falling down on the job. You're not showing the good judgment you used to show?
Oh my God, are you firing me?
Not a chance, nitwit. We need you now more than ever. And I know none of this is your fault. That is why I am so proud of the way we all worked together to write Mr. Schmalfeld's book, Put On Your Parky Face. And now, it's available as an audiobook. Tell them all about it. Speech, hearing, memory and auditory cortex.
Good golly, Ms. Molly. When you think about everything that goes on up here, it's almost scary.
Well, you know what they say. The mind is a terrible thing.
Ah, yes. Humor.
Yeah. Without humor, having Parkinson's disease wouldn't be any fun at all.